Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap is finally in for Tuesday, September 30, 2025. In today's episode, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, makes a pitch for hope for the future. Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire reconnects. Plus, Hope Logan, Anika Noel, confesses to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, walk into the showroom. They watch as models strut their stuff on the runway. Once the models are done, they all gush about the silhouettes. They love the new looks as well as the new perfume. Daphne is designing one for each collection. Ridge is very happy. However, Brooke wonders where Hope is. Carter mentions that Hope is spending some time with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace. He has some surprise for Hope. At Brooke's house, Liam and Hope play with Beth. The father reminds Beth that they need to get ready for the daddy-daughter dance. Beth loves it when they spend time as a family. Hope reminds her that they will always have time together. Beth trots off, so Hope and Liam talk. Now that he's not dying, he can't haunt Hope. He insists that they are family. Carter texts Hope, wanting to talk. Liam asks why they haven't set a wedding date yet. Beth interrupts. She finds her dress but doesn't want to try it on until sunset. Hope says she has to get to work, but wishes them well on their dance. Hope leaves, so Beth wants to practice dancing with her dad. Beth hopes her mom will show up for the dance. Liam mentions Carter, but Beth just shrugs. She likes the guy, but she doesn't want him being her stepdad. She wants her parents back together. At work, Carter and Daphne talk. The nose confesses she might have been wrong about Hope. Daphne says it makes her happy to see good things happening for Carter. In the showroom, Ridge and Brooke get close. They kiss and talk about their second chance. This time it will be forever. Hope interrupts and says she's happy for them. Ridge leaves and Brooke instantly notices something is off. Hope admits it has to do with Carter. She knows the man loves her, but she feels rushed. Brooke wonders what Hope is waiting for. Even though she loves Carter, she wonders. He wants to set a date right away, but she can't. Brooke guesses that Hope is feeling drawn to Liam again. Brooke says LOPE is just like Bridge. Carter and Ridge talk in the office. The COO wants to bring back Hope for the future. Ridge agrees to hear the pitch. The COO mentions that people are still using the HFTF hashtag. Hope and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInneswood, have made peace. Hope needs the line, and so does Forrester Creations. Soap operas thrive on moments that seem small on the surface yet carry waves of repercussions beneath. Tuesday's The Bold and the Beautiful, September 30, did exactly that. Carter took center stage in the professional sphere, Daphne found herself pulled into his orbit in a surprising way, and Brooke stumbled across something that could alter relationships across Los Angeles. This recap dives deep into the day's events, character motivations, whispered suspicions, and where the drama might explode next. Carter Walton has often been the reliable Forrester Creations lawyer, the man in the background, steady and loyal. But Tuesday shifted his role into something far more commanding. The day began in the executive office, with Carter laying out sketches, contracts, and strategic plans across the glossy table. Ridge, Eric, and Steffi were present, the atmosphere buzzing with anticipation. Carter cleared his throat, his usually quiet presence suddenly exuding confidence. Carter: I know I've been viewed as the legal backbone of this company, but I've been observing, studying, and thinking. Forrester Creations doesn't just need another collection, it needs a vision. And I have a proposal that could merge both legal savvy and artistry in a way that strengthens us for decades. Steffi's eyes narrowed with interest. Eric leaned forward, visibly pleased to see Carter step out of his reserved space. Ridge tapped his pen against the table, skeptical but curious. Carter laid out his concept, a Forrester Creations expansion targeting socially conscious luxury fashion. Sustainable fabrics, ethically sourced gems, and marketing campaigns highlighting inclusivity and responsibility. Carter. This isn't just about following trends. It's about setting them. Imagine Forrester as not only the pinnacle of glamour, but also the global standard for responsibility. Younger generations are demanding it. If we seize it now, we not only protect the Forrester legacy, we evolve it. For a moment, silence filled the room. Then Eric broke it with a proud smile. Eric, my boy, I never thought I'd see the day when you brought something so visionary to this table. This is good, very good. Ridge, however, remained cautious. Ridge. It's ambitious. But ambition can either put you on the map or burn you out. Why should we believe you can spearhead this? Carter didn't flinch. Instead, he looked Ridge straight in the eye. Carter, because I know what it feels like to be overlooked. I know what it means to fight harder, prove yourself again and again. This isn't just a collection to me, it's a calling. The conviction in his tone silenced further doubts. Even Ridge's hard exterior softened as he leaned back, grudgingly impressed. The pitch wasn't just a professional move. It was Carter's personal declaration that he belonged at the forefront of Forrester, not just the back office. Later, after the formal pitch, Carter retreated to his office. That's when Daphne, the Forrester intern who's been slowly making ripples, walked in. She carried a stack of files but wore her trademark spark of curiosity. Daphne. So, that was one heck of a performance in there. Carter chuckled, loosening his tie. Carter. Performance? I was shaking the whole time. Daphne. If that was shaking, then I'm doomed. You had Ridge looking at you like you just stolen his thunder. Her playful tone lightened the air, but beneath it lingered admiration. Daphne wasn't blind. Carter's passion had struck her. And Carter, for the first time in a long while, let someone see his vulnerable side. They sat across from each other, Daphne sliding the files aside. Their conversation drifted from business to personal. Carter admitted he often questioned whether he'd ever truly step out of the shadows at Forrester. Daphne confessed she admired his perseverance and secretly hoped to carve her own unique place in the fashion world. Daphne, sometimes it's not about where you start. It's about the courage to say, I deserve more. That's what you did today. There was a beat, a moment heavy with unspoken connection. Carter looked at her differently, not just as an intern, but as someone who saw him, truly saw him. Their hands brushed as Daphne passed him a pen. It lingered just a second too long. Both pulled back, slightly flustered but unable to hide the energy sparking between them. The audience knows this kind of moment, the kind that builds slowly until it explodes into either romance or ruin. For Carter and Daphne, it may very well be both. Meanwhile, across the Forrester estate, Brooke Logan had her own storyline brewing. Brooke was in the main house, searching through drawers for a misplaced necklace when she stumbled across something unexpected. A set of confidential design sketches tucked inside a folder marked private. At first, she assumed they belonged to Ridge. But when she flipped them open, her heart skipped. The designs weren't Ridge's, they weren't Eric's, and they weren't even part of the approved Forrester files. They were striking, bold, and signed with the initials DN. Brooke whispered aloud, Daphne Nozawa. Her eyes widened. The intern had designs of her own, daring ones that could rival even Ridge's work. But what unsettled Brooke even more was that the sketches were paired with a contract draft. The letterhead? Spencer Publications. Brooke's mind raced. Why would Daphne be holding on to potential designs tied to Bill Spencer's empire? Was she secretly moonlighting for Spencer? Feeding them Forrester concepts? Or worse, preparing to betray the company from within? Brooke's discovery set the stage for a looming confrontation. She clutched the folder, torn between protecting Forrester and giving Daphne the benefit of the doubt. Later in the afternoon, Steffi happened to pass by Carter's office. Through the cracked door, she glimpsed Carter and Daphne laughing, their body language undeniably close. Steffi didn't step in, but her eyes narrowed in suspicion. Steffi, to herself, what exactly is going on here? For someone as protective of Forrester's reputation as Steffi, Carter entangling himself with an intern, especially one who might have ties to Spencer, could spell disaster. That evening, Brooke returned home still holding the folder. Ridge entered the living room, loosening his jacket after a long day. He immediately noticed her tense posture. "Ridge, Logan, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost." Brooke hesitated, torn about whether to reveal what she'd found. But she finally confessed, handing him the folder. "Brooke, I found this. They're Daphne's designs. And Ridge, there's a Spencer contract attached." Ridge flipped through the papers, his jaw tightening. "Ridge, if this is true, then she's not just an intern, she's a plant. Bill's been trying to worm his way into Forrester for years, and now he's using her." The possibility hung in the air, thick with dread. Brooke touched his arm, her voice soft. "Brooke, before you explode, just make sure. Maybe there's another explanation, but if not, Ridge, Carter's putting trust in her. This could ruin everything." The stage was set. A confrontation with Daphne loomed, and Carter's budding bond with her could turn from hopeful to catastrophic. Tuesday's episode was the kind soap fans live for, not just surface-level drama, but layers upon layers of tension that weave future storylines together. Carter's pitch wasn't just about fashion, it was about identity. His evolution into a true power player makes him a target for jealousy, and a player in stories he's long been sidelined from. Daphne and Carter's bond creates a tantalizing romance in the making, but one with dangerous strings attached. If Daphne is indeed tied to Spencer, Carter may end up heartbroken or betrayed. Brooke's discovery pushes her once again into the role of protector, even as she risks alienating Carter if she accuses Daphne too soon. Steffi's suspicion ensures that even if Brooke hesitates, someone else is watching and ready to act. Ridge's anger hints that a war with Bill Spencer may reignite, with Daphne caught squarely in the middle. Tuesday, September 30's episode didn't deliver screaming confrontations or shocking deaths. Instead, it delivered something subtler, foreshadowing. Every character's move today is a thread in a larger tapestry, one that could unravel trust, loyalty, and ambition at Forrester Creations. Carter may have found his voice, but in doing so, he may also have found the beginning of his greatest challenge. Daphne could either be his muse or his downfall, and Brooke? She holds the key to a discovery that could fracture everything. As the week unfolds, viewers will be asking, will Carter and Daphne's connection blossom or implode? Is Daphne truly a Spencer spy, or is Brooke misinterpreting her intentions? And how far will Ridge go if he believes Bill has infiltrated Forrester through an unsuspecting intern? The answers lie ahead, but Tuesday gave us just enough to know one thing. The bold and the beautiful is steering toward a storm. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Biology and Fuel UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.